I'm Kerry Fink with Helping Seniors Updates, and on behalf of Joe Steckler and Kim Bernard and the entire Helping Seniors team, what a pleasure it is to have you with us as we take time every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to get an update on what's going on around the county. And today is Wednesday, it's June the 17th, and we have the pleasure of welcoming Dr. Kevin Kilday, who is the operator of Holistic Health Center. Very important name to know while we're in the middle of these COVID-19 kind of times. Hey, Dr. Kevin, how are you?
I'm very good. I'm glad to be here.
So we were just reading a recent article that came out in Florida today. This was actually from Tuesday, and it says Brevard, like Florida, is seeing the largest single-day case jump as reopening is assessed. And so obviously one of the concerns that people have as we're getting out and about a little bit more is everybody's concerned. We all want to stay safe and do the right things. And so this article in the Florida Today is talking about that apparently we posted record numbers of new cases on Tuesday. And so it causes everybody to be careful with all of the things that are going on. And officials are warning residents to not let their guard down. And so Don Walker, who is actually a friend of Helping Seniors, he's connected with us through the Brevard County government, and he also oversees Space Coast Government TV, which hosts Helping Seniors television 3 times a day, Monday through Friday, on the Space Coast Government TV channel. But he is quoted in this article as saying, we've already reopened everything as far as the county government facilities are concerned, and unless the governor pulls back, our commissioners are all in. So we are in phase 2 of Governor Ron DeSantis' plan to reopen the state. And basically the main advice is to everybody should take individual responsibility to protect themselves and just don't let down our guard about the things that we've been trained to do about the social distancing. Yesterday, or actually earlier today, Joe Steckler and Barb McIntyre and myself were doing Helping Seniors Radio, and we were back in the studio. This is the second week that we've actually been back in the studio, Dr. Kevin, and we did a good show, but we were all wearing our face masks and trying to do all the right things about protection. So today, what I did want to ask you about is you put an article, a very important article, I think, in the June Helping Seniors newsletter, which is published in the Center of Senior Scene magazine. It's called Rebuild Your Immune System and Prevent Disease, which would seem like it'd be very appropriate for the times that we're in today.
Yes, it's very important because our immune system actually protects our body from diseases and and viruses and bacteria, and it just stands to reason. The best thing to do is to try to keep your immune system in tip-top shape. So hopefully it'd be strong enough to fight off the COVID virus if you do get exposed to it. You do that a number of different ways. I mean, it's not just taking supplements, but supplements do help. I mean, there are vitamin C is showing. In studies that it holds off viruses, or it helps with the symptoms where common colds and flus don't last as long. Mm-hmm. And you also have zinc, which is another a very good one to consider taking. And the third one, which is one of the most important, because they're finding that more and more that this vitamin, which is vitamin D, is also an antiviral. And they're really taking a very close look at vitamin D these days, and there's hundreds of studies going on because they're starting to show that a lot of people are deficient in vitamin D. Mm-hmm. And they're actually, you have to ask your primary doctor when you do your annual physical. It is a good idea, if he doesn't offer it, is to have your vitamin D level checked on an annual basis.
Mm-hmm.
and if it's low, they actually talk about how to bring it up, and I think there might be a prescription vitamin D also. I'm not quite sure, but it's a very important vitamin. So, if anything, and they're very reasonable in cost. A program of just taking up, besides a general multi, and that would be a fairly good protection, against viruses.
So vitamin D, and so when you said D3, I didn't know that there was multiple vitamin Ds.
Well, I mean, it's another one that shows up sometimes in blends called vitamin D2. But now on really about 99% of the shelves will have vitamin D3
Okay.
on the shelf.
Now is that
It's very
different?
reasonable. They're very reasonable in cost. I mean, it could be $5 to $10 depending on how many you want to buy.
Well, I want to invite you to take a look at this article that Dr. Kevin has in the Helping Seniors newsletter. If you have a copy of Senior Scene magazine, you'll find our newsletter published as we call it the yellow pages, but it's those pages that are in the center section of the magazine, always filled with good information. Joe Steckler, our president, always has a good word in there for seniors in Brevard County. But in this article, you talk about all these steps about being safe, taking supplements, exercise, stress less, get sleep, eat healthy, and drink less alcohol. And so that all seems like good advice.
It is all very important. I mean, especially today, a lot of people are very stressed out, and that could lead to being diagnosed with some depression or.
So yeah, you're talking about stress is an important thing to keep under control.
Yes, I mean, and today, with this, just recent lockdown, a lot of people, been, indoors a lot. A lot of people have been furloughed, and or they're working out of their home, or the parents, mothers and dads are also taking care of their children and possibly working at the same time, homeschooling their children. So, especially, parents in particular, really just everybody. And when you try to venture outside to go and pick up a few things at the grocery store, you got to make sure you have a mask and, make sure you have hand sanitizer. So when you come out of the store, you actually use your hand sanitizer again, after you put your groceries in the car and stuff. And before I get back in the car. That way I know my hands are clean when I get home. Yeah, because we just don't know. It's not really definitive, like where these germs are, and I mean they do say, well, they don't stay alive very long on surfaces, and just overall they just said that to wash your hands or use hand sanitizer as much as you can, and then that's part of being safe. And now also, there's other things, especially being under this tremendous amount of stress. You need to really get some ample rest. You just got to find ways to unwind. Because being in a constant state of stress, it's going to hurt your health. It really is. I mean, it raises your cortisol levels, and it weakens your immune system. And affects, it can affect the functionality of organs and glands, and it just overall stress, if it goes on for a very long time, can be very damaging to your health. It's very good. So it's a good idea to monitor that. And as far as exercise go, I never tell anybody, well, join a gym and go work out every day and pump iron and all that. I just tell them, listen, just go for a walk. Just take a 10-minute break or 2 10-minute breaks. I try to tell everybody at least get a 20-minute walk out, outside if you can, because also it's a double factor, because if the sun's shining, And down here in Florida, it does a lot. If the sun is shining and you're out walking, you're actually getting a lot of vitamin D at that time from the sun.
Good all the way around. And like you said, beating down the stress is the important thing to do, especially like I said, when we start out the show with a Florida Today headline of Brevard seeing this large single case jump. So it makes sense to do all the things that you're suggesting about taking good care of ourselves and not letting down our guard about these precautions. Now, one of the things we just want to take a minute because you're embarking on a very important project with the Holistic Health Center. You have talked a lot about helping people through cancer treatments, through addiction recoveries, and also through pain relief through natural holistic methods. But now you're actually making this knowledge available by partnering up with some people, and you've created actually a college of natural health. I wanted to just have you give us a quick overview about all of that.
Yes, I've been very blessed for the education that I have obtained over the years, and I just felt, besides, helping people through Holistic Health Center, I say, well, it's time to share this knowledge, and to educate people because. A lot of people these days are leaning more towards natural health. Their medicines, maybe making them, not feel very well, and it's supposed to be making them feel better. There are alternatives, and you can learn all that, and become certified eventually. We cover. The history of naturopathy, natural health and wellness.
So for people that are interested in this course, one of the advantages is that you're setting things up so people can study online, right, from the safety and security of their own home.
Yes, exactly. We are, we're not there yet 100%, but we have a handful of courses right now. Yeah, the courses are online, and there are plenty of courses. I mean, you can just take a couple of. You can really take all of our courses. If you don't want to go for a degree, we allow students to take individual courses if they want. They can really take anything they want. If they after talking with administration or a professor. And we feel that that you have the background, or because if they want to, they want to take a single course that's really in the bachelor's or the master's program, but it might be too tough for them because they may not have the background or the prior education. But we do allow, in most cases, for students to take single courses and just purchase to become a certified natural health consultant. Or we have an associate's program, a bachelor's program, a master's, and a doctorate program.
So if people want to get more information about the college, they should give you a call. And because actually they could give you a call about that. They could give you a call about the Holistic Health Center or just some of the programs that you offer. How do people get in touch with you, Dr. Kevin?
The phone number for the college is 321-372-8963. With me, I'm the one that answers the phone. I'm the one that answers the phone at that number, for Holistic Health Center, which in most cases I answer myself also. Yeah. So Holistic Health Center is 321-549-0711.
Well, thank you, Dr. Kevin, for bringing us up to speed on all that. That's pretty exciting stuff. We're going to put the phone numbers and the website for both the college and for the health center. Make sure that viewers are able to check those things out. Real quickly, before we close out today, I want to remind viewers that the Helping Seniors Car Raffle is full speed ahead. HelpingSeniorsCarRaffle.com, HelpingSeniorsCarRaffle.com. You get your ticket for a $25 donation. $5 is a $100 donation. And each ticket is a chance to win one of these beautiful cars. It's a winner gets to pick from a 2020 Chevrolet Camaro, 2020 Dodge Challenger, a 2020 Kia Sportage, or a ever popular 2020 Mazda Miata convertible, all from the excellent dealerships of AJ Hires and Boniface Hires Automotive. So we're grateful for all of that and looking forward to a grand drawing date as soon as the governor can safely lift the restrictions on large gatherings, because if you were there last year, we had over 2,000 people. So we want to do this safely and correctly. And Joe Steckler, our president, is working with Mark Pylock, the owner of the American Muscle Car Museum, to come up with that.
If no one has ever been there, that is a wonderful experience, especially if you're young or old, if you're really into cars, especially classic cars. And I could have spent the whole day there, so. It was great.
It's quite a fascinating spot, that is for sure. Well, thank you, Dr. Kevin, for joining us for Helping Seniors Updates. And we post all of these at helpingseniors.updates.com. So you can not only get this, but information, links to articles, definitely things. We'll make sure that the links to both the College of Natural Healing and also the Holistic Health Center are available. So, viewer, you can pick those up at any time that you want at helpingseniors.updates.com. So on behalf of Joe Steckler, our founder and president, Kim Bernard, our education specialist, and the entire team here at Helping Seniors, want to thank you for tuning in to Helping Seniors Updates. Hope you have a good week, and we'll see you on Friday.